Oh, so cute.
Here,
What if it bites me?
here,
There she goes.
here,
Where? I can't see her.
here, by the flowers.
Ah, okay. Lizard. Lizard?
Here.
But a lizard could be anything. Haven't you found a name that sounds more like you?
Well, Shushu, that's what everybody calls me.
All right, we'll call you Lee, and your last name will be Zard. How does that sound? Lee Zard accepted his new name with a smile from ear to ear, though they really don't look like ears, at least not like yours or mine. I'm not even sure they have ears. Now, where was I? Is it poisonous? Croak. I mean, here. Hey, what was that? Here. Excuse me, could you remind me what you are? A mammal. No way, that's what I represent, clarified Shushu, always surprised to see him hanging from his legs. Flying mammal. Oh, yes, right. You're still in the committee. And me, Shushu cover that. The Coati finished checking attendance as president of the neighborhood's wildlife committee for an emergency meeting under the secret tree by the Maria Aguilar River. We're gathered here to see what we can do because Dershy was left without a house. Dershy, can you tell us what happened? The little bee grabbed momentum to speak and broke into a buzzing cry.
Buzz, buzz, wah! It just happened that I was left homeless again. The, the humans came to the only lot that remained and cut the tree with honeycomb and all. We had to fly out, and then they removed the grass, the flowers, the ant hills, and scraped the earth until there were not even worms left. Surely they're gonna build a house like the others without a garden or anything, or with a bunch of weird bushes that you don't even know what they are. So how do they expect one to pollinate anything like this? Wah! Bzz! Bzz!
Yeah, such strange people, intervened the rufous-colored sparrow. They always want to make houses and live life, but only them and no one else. I sometimes come to the patios and the kids call me, "Oh, so cute." I get so happy 'cause now it seems that we are going to be friends. But they never invite you to stay. Some kind of niggers. It's always the same. Collect crumbs or whatever you can if they're not all fumigated with nasty flavors and fly away. Oh, the bunch of bugs that I could catch, sighed Izzard Boy. The fact is, a good number of flies do go there, but there is no way to get in. As far as it goes for me, I stay here by the river, though it is so dirty that I can't even find a place to leave the little tadpoles.
Well, same here.
Added Waterfit.
One hasn't even finished laying the web, and they're already swinging their brooms. Rather very lucky I am that I have not ended up all scrunched up in some toilet.
All right, we all have stories, but if we keep on like this, it will take us through the night again. The thing is, we have to go and see where we can find a new place for Dershy and maybe some of her friends. I say we go up the Yocloro River and from there we spread out to explore on that side of the city. If anybody finds something, send a signal to the rest of us. I'll help at night. Haywa the Bat excused himself among yawns. I get so sleepy in the morning. And so the rest of the team took off, some by air, some by land, others at times by water, or along the branches of the thin forest that still joins the river in some parts, to look for a new house for Dershy Gose. The one that had it more complicated was perhaps Shushu the coati, venturing into the sea of people's legs and truck tires, always amazed by the power of traffic lights, which made the whole city walk or stop just by changing color. And as he was not very small, it was impossible for him to go unnoticed. Every block he was, and every street he crossed, it seemed that people recognized him and chanted his name. Shoo, 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 shoo. Sometimes they even made way for him. That had him in a very good mood, despite a couple of boys wanting to kick him and furious dogs occasionally barking at him behind the gates of the houses.
"It's amazing how famous I've become,"
he said to himself, thinking out loud, while imagining talking kindly to people.
"You first, my dear. Thank you very much. Oh, excuse me, ma'am."
After hours of wandering without success between greetings, races, and hiding places, between the river, the giant ficus that was once in some square, and the roundabout that is still there with its fountain full of water, but without fish, the sun was setting at the city, and Shushu, out of hunger and fatigue, only had eyes for the garbage dumps. Maybe he could find in there some fruit still not rotten, or a piece of chicken. Suddenly, around a corner, what if it and Lee appeared with an expression of emotion and fright.
It's Oso! It's Oso!
Oh no, what happened to Oso?
He got a tweet attack.
A tweet? What kind of attack is that?
He can only say tweet, tweet, and he can't stop. Let's go, let's go. We know where he is.
A couple of blocks down also fluttered frantically.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
He squealed endlessly and repeated.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Oso, please stop. Somebody get some water. Let him drink a little bit to see if he calms down. It's my signal.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Signal of what?
That I found a house.
Of course, the signal. In the midst of the uproar, they had totally forgotten. In front of them stood a beautiful little house with a small garden full of flowers that a lady, her husband, and their children had planted. There were host plants for butterflies, flowers full of nectars, lantanas. Among the flowers buzzed around the hummingbirds, bumblebees, and Dershy Gose, who had already arrived and was so excited to join the buzz.
It is heaven! But it smells like the world smelled when this whole valley was pure forest.
It's really good,
Shushu observed.
but it is not very big. Are you sure you can stay and live here?
Even if it's just for a little while, there is so much to do. Look at all these flowers. Most importantly,
What if it added wisely?
this is more than just a house for Dershy. It is a sign that things are getting better. Imagine what will happen when this cute house becomes a trend.
Thus, little by little, before the eyes of our wildlife friends, or perhaps before the flight of their imagination, among the red of the rusty roofs, the black of the streets, and the gray of the concrete walls, the patches of green trees that refused to depart started growing until they made everything come together. Like a promise to return to San José, just as the sun always returns, as a sign of hope. They hugged happily and went to tell their adventure to Hey What Was That, who should be waking up around this time of the day.